everybody, how are you guys doing? I hope you all are safe and healthy. Welcome back to the channel guys, and this is a whole new episode of Horizon Tales. In this particular video, I'll be showing you our ship's transit through the Selat Lombok Strait. It is a water body which connects Indian Ocean to the Bali Sea. There is a phenomena called funnel effect which is more prevalent in this area. So all the ships, those who are transiting in this area, they experience strong abnormal currents while they are going through Selat Lombok Strait from Indian Ocean to Bali Sea or vice versa. So let's jump into the video guys and find out how this phenomena works. Guys, right now we are in the Indian Ocean and shortly we'll be entering Selat Lombok Strait because our voyage is from Australia to China. So we'll be entering Selat Lombok Strait from Indian Ocean, going to Bali Sea and then entering to the coast of Indonesian island. So let's see how is today's weather. Today's weather is quite pleasant. It's not so hot. There were rain showers earlier during my watch, and right now it is cloudy, overcast as well. There is no sun, and shortly we'll be entering the Lombok Strait. Let's hop into the video. We'll see how we prepare our passage plan while we are entering this Lombok Strait. If you are watching me for the first time guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press that bell icon so that you can get notification as soon as I upload a new video. Okay guys, let me give you an overview of our present voyage. So we loaded our cargo in Port Walcott, which is a port located in northwestern part of Australia over here. After completion of loading, we departed Australia. Then we navigated through Indian Ocean going towards Northerly coast and then coming close to this area. So this is the concerned area I was talking about. Okay, so as you can see, this area, this strait is called Lombok Strait. So it is a strait which passes in between two islands. The island on the port side, that is on the left side, is Bali, and the island on the right side is Lombok. These all yellow parts you see are the Indonesian islands. This is Java, this is Bali, Lombok and Pulau Jawa. So this is the concerned region, Selat Lombok Strait, which we are going to pass. Our planned route is we will be entering the TSS. So this is the TSS. TSS normally is the traffic separation scheme, because on the while the ship is navigating in the waters, for the general flow of traffic there are no marked regions on the sea at the sea. So that's why we have these marked TSS, that is traffic separation scheme, on our charts, the electronic charts, so that we can plan our passage and also we can monitor our passage while we are navigating through these congested waters. So this is the TSS I was talking about. This up arrow is the general direction of traffic flow, which will be going northwards, and this is the southward arrow. So the ship, those who are navigating northerly, they will follow this lane, and the vessels which are coming southerly will follow this lane. So that's how the traffic is divided in these congested states, so that the vessel don't end up in having reciprocal courses to each other, so that we can avoid any close quarter or collision situation. This area is the concern, and this is the area which we have to pay more attention, because there are numerous ferries going from Lombok Island to Bali and vice versa. So while the vessel is navigating through this area, we might encounter ferry, passenger vessels, sailing vessels, or these pleasure yachts navigating in this area. So normally what they do, they cross from this island going towards Bali. So while the vessel is going to the northerly coast, or the vessel is coming to the southerly coast, we might experience some of these ferries, pleasure yachts crossing in this area. You see these arrow, so this is their designated channel for crossing. So they should abide by the rules and they should cross via this area, but normally that doesn't happen. They cross wherever they want, so we have to be very careful while we transit this area. Once we reach here, this is the end of the TSS. Once we reach here, we will report to the VTS, and that we are out of the VTS area, and then we will follow our original northerly course. What happens guys, that before entering these congested waters, what we do is what all precautions we take, that before entering this area, our engines will be manned, our engine room will be manned. Engines will be on standby. Whenever we require any engines to slow down the speed or to increase the speed, we can do it in no time. Also, we have 2 steering motors running because this area have very strong tidal stream that I will show you later, and we'll have helmsman on bridge so that we can engage hand steering as or whenever it is required. So these are the precautions we will follow while we are entering this area. I'll show you some of the chart markings, what we do prior entering this area. Okay, these are the chart marking, guys. I was talking about that whenever as soon as the vessel reaches this point, we have to give 1 hour notice. We have to call master, that is open ocean area. And as soon as you reach over here, so it makes like a funnel effect, you know. This is a sea and this is ocean. We have temperature as well as density difference. So what happens that the water sometimes gushes from the sea going down towards southerly course and merging to the Indian Ocean, and vice versa happens when the water during high tide, it will gush from the ocean direction, from the ocean to the northerly direction, and it will go to merge the sea. So what happens that when the vessel is going on the southerly course, if the water is gushing upwards, we will have adverse current. So once the vessel is going down like this, we will have very strong adverse current. Sometimes what happens, you know, vessel is going downwards like this and we have the water is gushing upwards. What happens, the vessel speeds reduces and also the heading of the vessel changes drastically because the tidal stream is very strong. Same thing when the vessel is coming up in the northerly course, and if the water is gushing down towards the ocean side from sea side, so we will have very reduced speed and also our heading will deviate. This is the location where we have to call whenever BTS on channel 6-8. As soon as our vessel will pass this position, we will be entering the TSS. We'll call the BTS, we'll report to them our position, and we then from there on we have to monitor listening watch on channel 6-8 and 1-6, so that in case VTS want to contact us or we have to contact the VTS, we can do it easily by calling them on channel 6-8. Another important document which we have to refer and which we have to complete prior entering these congested water is navigation, coastal and congested water checklist. These checklists have various areas which we have to check, and we have to tick that okay, we have checked this area and it is working in order, all the equipments are working fine prior entering this TSS. In addition to that, this is the tide table. Okay, this is the area which we are going to transit. This is Sylhet Lombok Strait, and our program, this is the Admiralty tide table. This program gives us the information regarding the tidal stream and current which we might encounter while we will be transiting that area. That is how it works. You see there are ports, some of the ports are located in this area. This program gives us information about the tidal window, what will be the height of the tide in that particular area. And then we have radio signals. Okay. This area is governed by the Indonesian jurisdiction, and we have Lombok Strait reporting system over here, which I showed you earlier in that paper. This gives us the detail that how we have to report and what all information we have to report to this particular VTS when the vessel will be transiting in this area. This is also one of the important publications which we have to refer prior planning our passage. So guys, in addition to referring all these publications and programs to plan our passage through these congested water, in addition to that, we have to also check all our navigation equipments, whether they are working in order, whether they are working fine or not. So we have couple of navigation equipment checks before we enter any congested water. Let me show you. I'll give you a quick tour of our navigation bridge. So this is our navigation bridge. On the starboard side we have the main steering wheel here, and this is our port side. We have ECDIS and radar side. So if you want to get a full detailed view and tour of our navigation bridge, check out the link on the I button on the top right corner. I had made a video earlier of full navigation bridge tour and demonstrating each and every equipment. Okay, so this is our main engine telegraph. Right now we are on full ahead and we have RPM 66 on the main engine telegraph. This is our steering motor. Right now we have two steering motors already running because we are encountering a little bit of adverse and strong current. So this is our main steering wheel console. Right now number one system is running and we are running on autopilot. As soon as we'll be entering the TSS, we'll be switching to hand swing because that time while we'll be entering the TSS, that time the current is quite strong. So we have to be on the hand swing so that we can make successive alteration quickly in time. Guys, this is the VHF I was talking about earlier. Right now it's on channel 16. Later on, as soon as we will approach entry of the TSS, we'll be switching this VHF to channel 68. It goes like this, channel 68, and then we have to call Benova VTS and report to them that our vessel will be entering TSS and going towards another redirection. That is how our VHF works. As if now, as per the planned speed and our present status, engine status, we will be entering the TSS around 16:30, 4:30 in the evening. So that will be on Chief Officer's watch because it's already 2:45. My watch gets over at around 1600, 4 o'clock. Okay. Oh, we already have the island visuals of the islands on our starboard and port side. Okay, let's zoom a little bit. Okay, yeah. So this is the island on our starboard side. This is Lombok, and then on the port side, if you could see the outline on the horizon, that is the island name Bali. We had a rain shower in that area on the aft, but right now it seems it is cloudy, but it seems quite clear. Let's see, as soon as we pass this Lombok Strait, we'll see what kind of weather we are going to experience after passing the Lombok Strait. Port side is comparatively windy than the starboard side because we are having wind coming from the port side, port wing, and hitting us on our port bow. Sea and swell is quite calm. We don't have much of sea and swell right now, and we'll see as soon as we enter this TSS. I think we're going to have good weather in that area because it is almost it is covered with the islands around, so that's why the sea over there it's quite calm, not as choppy as in the Indian Ocean. Today we have different kinds of clouds in the sky. You know, we have cirrostratus, cumulonimbus, and full skyline is covered with clouds. It's quite cloudy. The sea is a little bit calm, it's not that much choppy, but on the port side we have strong winds. That's why, you know, there are waves which are hitting on our port side and also crossing on that main. Still the sea is quite okay. It's not that rough which we had early in our last voyage during the rough weather. You have to check that video, guys, when we encountered the rough weather in South China Sea. And that's how we made our entry to the Lombok Strait. Although we did not encounter dense traffic in the area, however, we did face strong adverse currents. But we were already prepared for it. Navigating through straits like Lombok has its own challenges. You have to plan your passage well in advance. And if the planning is proper, navigation becomes smooth. Places like these tells us how tiny we are in front of the Mother Nature. After exiting the strait, we continued our passage to the discharging port, keeping the supply chain running. That's all in this vlog, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit like, share the video, and do subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next one. Till then, be safe and take good care of yourself.